Hey everybody, Cassandra Von Worsley here with you. My hair is a hot mess as usual. I just finished a new book, and the book is called The Year of You, a 10-step plan for reinventing your life. Something like that. And The Year of You was great to write. It was refreshing to write because I need to reinvent my life right now. And I'm in the process of using the reinvention plan that I talk about in the book to completely reinvent my life. And so I want to talk in this video about 3 steps that you can take to reinvent your life. And I talk about these steps in depth in The Year of You. And if you want to purchase The Year of You, you can go get it on Amazon. It's at tinyurl.com/, The Year of You book. That's tinyurl.com/, The Year of You book. So let's get down to it. What are 3 steps that you can take to reinvent your life? Doesn't matter what area. Doesn't matter if it's jobs, changing careers, relationships, friendships, who's in your inner circle, getting rid of emotional vampires, losing. Doesn't matter what the area of reinvention is. And in fact, if you want to reinvent everything, these 3 steps still apply. And I talk in depth about the specific strategies and approaches you need to take to do them, but let's talk about it right now. So 3 steps that you can take to reinvent your life beginning from this moment forward is this. Step number 1, decide. Step number 2, act. Step number 3, adjust. Now, they sound pretty vague, but let's go in there for a second. The first thing you've got to do to reinvent your life is you've got to decide what your reinvented life is going to look like. What do you want to change? What do you want to transform? If you waved a magic wand and your life was totally reinvented, what would that look like? How would you look? How would you show up for the world? Where would you work? What would you do? You have to get a vision for what the reinvented you looks like. The reason most people give up on their reinvention is because they didn't start by making certain decisions. And I know a lot of people will say, but I want more money. I can't just decide this minute that I'm going to have more money. That's not the deciding that I'm talking about. Thoughts lead to actions, actions lead to results. But before you can take the right actions, you have to decide where exactly you want your actions to take you. So the first step to any reinvention, it doesn't matter what arena it's in, decide what you want. Decide what reinvention looks like for you. Decide specifically, down to the detail. What car are you driving? How do you feel in your skin as the reinvented you? What kind of thoughts do you think? Make clear decisions in advance about where do you want to live geographically? Like maybe you live in the middle of Pittsburgh and it snows all the time and you want to be in Malibu. Well, make that decision now so that you know how to create a plan to work towards that. So the first step to your reinvention is decide. The second step, which needs to happen immediately and consistently after you do the first step, is act. Decisions without action are not actually decisions. They are wishes, they're hopes, they could be dreams. There's nothing solid behind them. So first you decide what your reinvention is going to look like, what that's going to mean for your life, what that's going to be at the end of the day. Then you take immediate, I like to call it DMA, Daily Massive Action, DMA. I teach a course called the Focus Mindset Formula, and in it, what do I tell everybody to do? DMA, Daily Massive Action, DMA. So now, once you make the decision, you got to take DMA. You have to immediately get up, like no waiting. One of my favorite entrepreneur mentors, Shanda Sumter, says money loves speed. Well, so does reinvention. Reinvention loves speed. And if you want to reinvent your life, you've got to move quickly. There is no hesitation. Mel Robbins' 5-second rule. You give your brain 5 seconds, all of a sudden they think you're being chased by a dinosaur. No. You decide what reinvention means for you. Then you get up immediately and you start taking the small baby steps to it. You just start taking action and you learn along the way. That's the second step. Now, the third step to your reinvention is this. You decide in step number 1, you act, DMA, Daily Massive Action, in step number 2. Number 3 is you adjust. You adjust. So here's the thing people don't understand about reinvention. Yes, you have to have a clear vision. Yes, you have to know exactly what you want. And yes, you have to get up and take action immediately, even if you have no clue exactly how to get to where you say you want to be. Which is why you're going to adjust all along the way. You're always going to be tweaking your strategies. You're going to be throwing out plans. You're going to be creating new plans. You're going to learn as you go. This is why having a growth mindset is so powerfully important. A fixed mindset does not produce reinvention. A fixed mindset does not produce speed either. So you have to develop a growth mindset where you say, I'm reinventing myself. I have never reinvented myself this way before. I'm going to fail a lot. I am going to fall on my face. Things are not going to work. But what I will do every time something doesn't work is I'll know another way that it won't work, and I'll move in a different direction. I'll flow in a different way. I'll try a new strategy. You're not so stuck on one strategy that you keep trying something that's not working. So those are the 3 steps to reinvention. Decide, act, adjust. And you just keep repeating and keep repeating over and over again until you get to your reinvention. Now, the thing that I love about the Year of You, a 10-step plan for reinventing your life that I cover in the book, is I talk about how do you become the person who A, creates the reinvention, but then B, sustains the reinvention. Because here's the thing, and I'm going to leave you with this. Those are not the same versions of you. The version of you that creates the reinvention is not the version of you that can sustain it. And that's where most people go wrong. They might be able to create the result or create the reinvention, but they can't hold it. And it's because they didn't understand that there are 2 versions of them. One does the reinvention, one sustains it, and you need to be able to tap into both. And I talk about that and teach that in the book. So you can get the book, The Year of You, a 10-step plan for reinventing your life. You can get it at tinyurl.com/The Year of You book. I will catch you on whatever next video I do. Oh, and to find out more about me, if this is your first time learning about me as an author, a coach, an inner badass business coach, you can certainly find out more at CassandraVaughn.com. But again, go grab The Year of You, because you can make this the Year of You. Go to tinyurl.com/The Year of You book.